What do you call a candle holder that's shaped like a whale? Moby Wick! Welcome everyone, it's Friday night!
How's it going, everyone? Thank you for coming.
Good evening. Welcome to Bring Your Own Improv. We're so glad you can come out to see us here on Friday night, whether you be a first-time viewer or one of our wonderful regulars. We love you guys all. First things first, let's get the show set up for you in the best way possible. If you're out there in the room, the best way to watch the show is through speaker view. Just click the button up in the top right-hand corner there and change it to speaker view. So instead of seeing a bunch of Brady Bunch boxes, you're going to see one big view. It's going to be the best way to see the show this evening. You guys out on YouTube, thanks so much. I already see those numbers going up. Please make sure to like and subscribe this video so you can see us coming back every single week. That helps us out a lot. We want to keep those subscribers going up, whether you're watching it tonight or you're watching a rerun later in the week. A couple of things you should be aware of. Exits. In case of emergency in your own home, please make sure to use the exit that is closest to you. Please do not worry about bringing us. We will be fine. If we need an exit, we will exit through our own houses, but you take care of yourself and your family first. Bathroom, you probably have one in your home or an outhouse out back. Go ahead and use that anytime you need to during the show. Please just do not bring us with you, just in case your camera's on. We prefer you not be the next internet sensation that you never asked to be. Chat. There's a chat feature down here in the corner or on your phone thing. You're going to want to find that because we're going to need your help with that. That is where you are going to be able to offer suggestions to the show. Out in YouTube, we can also chat as well. Just know that there's a bit of a delay, so we might use yours in different ways, but you are able to chat again down in the box over there. It's one of the directions. Maybe it's both ways. Okay. So to make sure that your chat is working right now, ask you guys a quick question. If you got to go to Bath and Body Works for a candle, what flavor would you go for a candle? Are they in flavors? Are they in scents? I'm not sure. There's so many different appetizing, but that'll show whether or not that's working. So we got some lemon, vanilla, latte chocolate chip cookie dough, which has got vanilla. So hopefully tonight's show will be much of a vanilla. Wait, I don't know if that's a good thing. Anyway, my name's Daniel. I'm going to be hosting the show this evening, and there's some amazingly talented people that have come out here to perform for you. Let's introduce some of them right now. We've got Mallory.
Hello, everybody.
We've got John.
Sometimes the candles burn me.
We've got Brett.
Hey, how's it going? How you doing?
We've got Audrey.
Live from Situate, it's Saturday night.
We've got Amy, who's here on Friday.
We're waxing nostalgic.
And Tim. Tim must be on mute.
Oh, darn it. I hit the button the wrong time again.
And of course, we've got all of you guys out there in the audience who've come out to see us, and we greatly appreciate it. And one of the people out there is going to be very important to us because they're going to be one of our featured audience members or a member of our fam. If you're out on YouTube and you decide, hey, anytime you want to be a fam, just make sure you go ahead and join our Zoom link instead on our website. That's you can do that. A fam is someone we are going to ask some questions on. A lot of the suggestions are going to help us in the show this evening. We always take care of our fam. Never an embarrassing thing, much easier. It's only questions that you only know about yourself. Now, in order to do that, we're going to need our fam cup.
Fam cup.
And our fam will be drawn by Kat this evening. Kat, who do we have?
Lori.
Lori! Let's go ahead and grab Lori and get her unmuted there.
Hello.
Hello, Lori. How are you?
It's the weekend and it's after month end. I'm glad.
Yeah. Awesome, Lori, that's fantastic. Okay, so Mallory and John are going to ask you some questions. Just answer them honestly, because honesty makes the best comedy. And we promise we won't make fun of you, but we will make fun of Brett because that's just how things go. Lori, pass you off to Mallory and John.
Lori,
Hi, how are you, Mallory?
I'm good. So we like to ask a lot of like the basic questions. What's your job? Where are you from? But I'm really hungry because I didn't eat a lot of dinner. So if you could have a famous chef cook you any meal, which chef would it be and what meal would you want?
I'd like Chef Jose Andres. He's the guy that's in charge of the World Central Kitchen, and I'm a big supporter of his. And I've been to one of his restaurants already, so I would probably just like order anything off that he'd want to prepare at Jaleo.
Anything off his menu. Awesome choices.
Alrighty, Lori. So I'm a big fan of dinner and a show. So I would want to know, especially because I'm a film buff, if you could replace any lead star in any movie, so you would take the lead role, what movie would it be in and why?
I would love to be in the movie 9 to 5 as the role of Violet, because I'm a smart ass and I'm a bossy person, I guess.
No,
I love that.
good work.
Woman after my own heart. I just recently watched 9 to 5 again. I love that movie. So 9 to 5 is one of your top movies. Do you have a favorite TV show?
At the moment, not real. Oh, Doctor Who. I'm like, I never miss that. So somebody's really excited that I love Doctor Who. I could see somebody going, yay.
Well, speaking of popular media, I need to have music accessible to me at all times. So I'm curious, if you could only listen to one musical artist for the rest of your life, who would it be and why?
Okay, that's really difficult. But I think because I love like the entire Styx catalog, I probably would pick them.
Oldie but goodie.
I'm sorry, what?
Oldie but goodie.
Yes. I mean, I'm trying to find something like I'm an 80s high school kid, so I was like the John Hughes era high school kid. So
Right.
anything in that era too. So, but I was just thinking offhand, I love Styx. So.
Well, I picked the right night to wear a scrunchie. So the 80s, very popular era for fashion. What is what you would consider the piece of clothing you would never be caught without, like a favorite shirt or pants or like your favorite piece of clothing?
Pretty much anything with pop culture on it. I have a lot of Doctor Who Disney mashup t-shirts and like Harry Potter things and stuff like that.
Fandom t-shirts, always a good way to go.
Yeah. And I'm not wearing anything with a logo or anything on it tonight, but I usually am.
Cool. So, speaking of logos and photos, that actually segues really nicely into my next question. And I know that these really weren't around in the 80s, but I'm curious, if you could communicate using only emojis, what would your 3 most used emojis be?
Okay, the eye rolling emoji for sure.
Yeah.
Because everything kind of makes me want to roll my eyes these days. Let's see, the laughing guy, but sideways. I don't know if you've seen the ROFL kind of laughter guy, but usually they have the tears out of his eyes this way. And I like the one that kind of looks like that.
Yeah.
And then the third emoji would probably be, I don't know, kind of like the salsa dancing girl.
Okay, interesting.
Play.
You know what I'm talking about? The one that's sort of like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know exactly who you're talking about. I think we're pretty good on questions.
Okay, cool.
All right,
Yeah, for sure.
pass it back off to Daniel.
Oh, Lori, we're going to give you a big hand, but you're going to stay with us because you're going to help me out with this first game. It's nice and easy. Did you know actually they already made a movie about you? She's still there? Did we mute her by accident?
I'm right here.
Oh, okay. All right. So what's going to happen is we're actually going to review a movie about you. What's really nice is a lot of the things you said are things that I completely love. I went to his DC restaurant, Andres, big fan. And the rest of the stuff, I was like, oh yeah, this is going to be right in my wheelhouse. But we're going to see a movie all about your life. Now, this movie was actually based in the back of one of Andres' restaurants. The title of this movie, though, escapes my mind right now. What was the title of this movie, Lori? It was what you wanted to name his next restaurant.
Oh, I can't say it. It's a family.
Oh no, it's just a family friendly stuff. So go to the second idea in your head.
Are you going to eat that?
Are you going to eat that? Yes, that was the name of that particular restaurant. And you actually replaced the head chef there. You actually came in and you were head chef for the night. And so we're going to watch that first scene with you as you are trying to explain to the new waiter the way that you really respond to food in the way of personal relationships. And can you see our actors? Which one of our actors should play you, Lori?
Let's see. Let me scroll.
Audrey, Amy, Tim, Brett, John, and Mallory?
Oh, I'm going to pick Amy.
Amy. So Amy's going to play you. So that's when you and Audrey, who's going to play the waitress, and you guys were having that deep conversation. So let's play and watch that scene from the film, shall we?
Okay.
This is the absolute perfect slice of ham.
Yeah, got it right from the pig this morning.
Oh, usually I expect it to be aged and cured, and that's awfully fresh.
The pig actually sold it to me wholesale. He was very kind about it. He works at Stop and Shop.
Oh, I'll have to go there and look for the pig with the limp to thank him.
Yeah, he works at the deli usually. He's really nice. He's one of my friends from high school.
He works. That's so nice of him to work at the deli. I bet he gets to see a lot of his friends.
Yeah, he does get called a traitor a lot, but it's part of the job. You just got to deal with it.
Well, I do appreciate it. I really do.
Say, I also have some nice duck here.
Ooh, let me try that.
Yeah, that's my friend Donald Duck actually hooked me up with that one.
That's very generous. I can't believe he donated it from himself.
I have a lot of friends in high places, including the cartoon industry.
That's amazing. I don't suppose. Okay, I understand they're an endangered species, but I'm really craving some Tasmanian devil.
Oh, you know it, Lori. You know I got the Looney Tunes on the phone.
Now, Lori, that particular scene was really interesting, and I love how you brought in your love of Disney into the situation. Now, the waitress is actually going to go out, and actually two more of her friends are out there actually as diners this evening, but they know that they're going to be able to offer some of themselves for their own course. Who are those two characters? You know what? They're from the 1980s. Who are those two people?
You want actors or do you want characters?
It is your movie, Lori. I'll take anything you choose.
Oh gosh. I guess I'm going to have Molly Ringwald and Anthony Michael Hall.
Okay. All right. So in this 16 candle setup,
and by the way,
yes,
when they brought up Donald Duck, I was half expecting Amy to say something about the fact that Donald Duck maybe offered his own foie gras liver or something. I was like, oh.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, who knows? Now let's take a couple of people who were barely alive in the 80s and see how they do with those two characters you suggested, because Brett and John are actually those two characters. So Audrey out to serve them as friends of hers.
Hey guys, so since you guys were in the Breakfast Club, I presume you guys would know a lot about breakfast, which is why I've served you flapjacks.
Well, that's great. Me, Anthony, really like.
Can I have candles in them?
Oh, of course. How many exactly candles would you like, Molly Ringwald?
16, please. I have a thing. I need it to be 16, please.
All right. Would you like them lit or unlit?
I need 7 lit, 3 burned all the way down, 5 not lit, and 1 invisible, please. Thank you. I'm very specific about my candles.
We strive to serve the best here at World Central Kitchen. Okay, you got it, Molly Ringwald.
You can slap mine right on the table. I don't even need a plate because that's how I am. Anthony Michael Scott.
Good old Anthony Michael Hall. I
Hall,
really
yeah.
Your gung ho attitude. Here's your flapjack.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. Scott's my second middle name, by the way. I just wanted to clarify.
I appreciate you telling me that. I feel really vulnerable right now too.
Can I actually have his plate? I need both plates. I need plates, lots of plates.
Molly
16.
Ringwald,
Can I just have 16 plates?
you can get whatever you want. You're the princess in this situation, Molly Ringwald.
Oh, I know.
Now, Lori, meanwhile, on the other side of the restaurant, unfortunately, 2 health inspectors showed up, and they were dealing with you to explain what was not working as well in the restaurant they were concerned about. And they were, one was a serious salsa dancer, and the other one permanently stuck in a sideways eye roll that just continued to keep going, and somehow that worked out. And what was the biggest health complaint that they had?
Pests that are like bugs. I don't want to say the word because I can't stand it, but you can get the idea.
Some version of bug, but this was actually a surprising bug because this bug was a Dalek bug. It wanted to exterminate itself. But luckily, we didn't necessarily see it in the restaurant. So
Bravo.
Thank you. Let's see this scene in the back of the restaurant, and it's going to surprise us. Who does the eye roll and who does the salsa dance? We'll never know.
Oh, this is the 3rd time I've gotten complaints from this place.
Is the 3rd time we have gotten these complaints. But still, we must find the way to figure out where these little creatures are coming from and how to, in their own words, exterminate.
Well, we're going to probably have to locate them because every other time they've been really good at not being there for some reason. Here, I brought
really
my
are.
extra magnifying glass.
Oh, thank you very much. All right, now I shall find where they are coming from.
I think it's over in this corner.
This corner, over here. All right.
Wait.
I found them. Oh, wait.
They keep exterminating themselves. These Dalek bugs.
As much of a health concern as that is, they're kind of taking care of themselves.
You're right. That is true. That's what makes World Central Kitchen such a nice place.
Are you guys here for breakfast?
I'll have 1 of the flapjacks, please.
Excuse me. There's been a mistake. I didn't order these silver pancakes.
And scene, like going out with a little internet disruption. Lori, is that pretty much a movie about your life?
Yes, but I kind of feel sorry for Tim because his neck must be killing him by now. That was great. Thank you.
I did some yoga this morning.
All right, so we've gotten to see your life there. Guys, if you're going to enjoy our show, that's fantastic. We really appreciate that. And all the laughs that you can give and that we can give you, we hope you enjoy. If you are able to help us out, the show's kind of pay what you can. That always helps support us and the artists that you see here. So if you're able to do that, we have two great ways that you can do that. First, we have a Venmo here in which you can donate through the Venmo cell phone app, or if you want to donate online, we have a PayPal right here that you can go on. Feel free to use any of them, or if you don't have time to use the link right now, go to our website at bringyourownimprov.com, click on the donate button in the bottom right-hand corner, and that helps us out so very, very much. All right, let's move on here with the show going on this evening. We're going to move to our next game, which is called Sing It. Sing It works like this. 3 people are going to be in a scene. At any time during that scene, if I think, wow, what they just said is going to make a great song, whether it will or will not, I will yell out, sing it, and that person then will have to start singing about whatever they just spoke about, whatever inspires them from whatever they just spoke. Right in that moment, coming it all up on the spot. So I've got Mallory and John who are going to start the scene. What I need to know right now, is there anybody out there in the audience who would like to volunteer to play? Now, that's a very brave thing to ask, but if you think, hey, you know what, I can sing or try, then this is the game for you. Looks like one of our regulars, Corey, is going to jump in. He's a super fan. He's even got one of our shirts, which you can get on our website. All right, so let's jump him in. Corey, you there?
Yes, sir.
All right, Corey, you're going to do the scene with these 3 individuals. Now, I'd actually like to see a scene right now about 3 people who were just expelled from Hogwarts. They're 3 wizards, and they were expelled from Hogwarts for doing something terrible. In the audience, please write down some things that you might be able to get expelled from Hogwarts for. And so while we're doing that, again, anytime I say sing it, they're going to have to start singing. Again, down in the comments section, you drop that, or same thing out in Worlds. Okay. All right. It looks like your reason for getting expelled is that you have collected everybody's owls. You stole them all. All right. You 3 ready?
Yep.
Take it away.
Great.
Oh my goodness. I would have rather have gotten killed. Getting expelled is so much worse.
No, where are we going to go now?
To the owls. That's where we're going, to the nice oak tree with the owls there.
Perhaps we could fly on top of our massive collection of owls.
Sing it.
I'm like an owl, I only fly away. I don't know where my wand is. I really need to find it. And baby, I just need you to know I'm like an owl, I only fly away. I need to go fight some bad guys with all my magic. Oh yeah.
Well, you know, this is something exactly why my parents didn't want me to be a Slytherin. They said, you'll only get into trouble and you'll get expelled. And I said, no, I'll be fine.
Well, because Gryffindor is a better area for people like Harry Potter and Ronald Weasley and Hermione Granger.
Sing it.
Oh, I love Harry Potter. It is the best movie ever. I love that place so much. It is the best.
You could have asked the sorting hat to put you into a different house, you know.
Well, I could have. But I really wanted to have fun while I was at school learning all the magic. I really wanted to have fun today. I wanted to be in Slytherin so bad. But my parents are both Gryffindors. And being in Slytherin just makes them real mad.
Everyone likes to hate on Slytherin, but haters just make me motivators.
Exactly. I mean, everybody's like, Slytherins are just the villains. We're not the villains. We're ambitious. We've got goals.
That's why we wanted to collect all the owls.
Exactly. They're so smart and cunning in their own special ways.
The owls are in Gryffindor are better than the ones in Slytherin. Don't you know that?
Exactly. That's why we stole them. We want the better owls. We stole all the owls because we wanted to fly away and get out of our bad reputations.
And scene. So there we go. We got that entire group all sung in there. Great job, great job. Now we see the spin-off from Harry Potter we didn't realize we were going to have. You know, when you have a big event going on, it's usually important to have a press conference. And luckily this evening, we've got a special guest. That special guest this evening is actually going to be played by Brett. Now, we're going to play a game called Press Conference in which Brett is this famous person, and he's here to announce something amazing that he has done. But Brett, the actor, is not going to know what that is because he's about to leave the room. So we're going to say bye, Brett, and he is going to leave the room.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right. So what's going to happen then is two news press people, Audrey and Amy, plus possibly one of you, are going to be asking him questions, and they're going to be giving him clues to who he is, and he's going to have to guess who that is. So in order for this to really work, we also need your help out there. So we're going to get to that in a minute. First thing we're going to need is we got to figure out who this individual is. Now, seeing as Brett had such a knowledge of the 1980s, we'll move up to the 1990s. Please give me famous TV characters from the 1990s. Again, down in the chat, or if you're out there in YouTube land, go ahead and drop those, and maybe we'll drop them in there. So famous TV characters. Who the heck is Rachel Green? Even I don't know that. Ooh, I do see Doogie Howser. Doogie Howser, who's the famous child actor. Child doctor. Is played, I think, by Neil Patrick Harris. Later, Laura, you're going to have to tell me who Rachel Green is. That one's, I don't know why it's not clicking in. Oh, that's from Friends. Oh, Rachel from Friends. Audrey and Amy, do you, because I hate to throw away the first idea, but do you think you could get her there from Audrey, Amy?
Get him there.
Yeah, get him there. Well, I mean, yeah. Well, I mean, do you know enough about Rachel from Friends between the two of you?
I do.
Okay.
Amy will carry me.
Okay, so not to throw away the other suggestion, actually Rachel's here to announce that she is a doctor, and she, let's see, what kind of doctor is she? Something you would never expect to be a doctor and especially a specialty in. So something surprising you'd never think that a doctor could be. Those are regular doctor things. Cool. Oh yes, you're got a couple good ones from us. Hold on, I'm gonna go through got a lot of our guys going in. Sorry it's taking so long. There's some great things going in there. Oh, that's right, a food doctor. Okay, so there's a thing, sorry, my brain is just shut down completely. So it's Rachel from Friends, and she is here to, she is a doctor of taste. All right, she operates on taste. Not tongues, just taste in general. This should take a long time. So poor Brett is going to need your help. You see, if Brett is giving close, I'm going to show you guys out here, for those who have their cameras on, you're going to give the thumbs up signal, right? And that means, all right, Brett's getting close. And then if Brett gets it, you can go ahead and clap so Brett knows to move on. So once again, Rachel from Friends is here to announce that she's become a doctor of taste. All right, Kat. Oh, sorry, Kat. Go get him. I guess I need to stall again. So again, thumbs up if you got it. Clap. Kat, go get him. This will take a while. Thank you for all those wonderful suggestions. Cool. This is my stall song. Brett, are you there?
I'm here.
All right, fantastic. We got a press course set up for you. Oh, didn't get an audience member. Does anybody want to volunteer to play this game? I'm off my game tonight. No one's going to. All right, Lori. Grab Lori, and she's going to play along with us. Lori, you there? You have to click accept.
I'm trying. There we go.
No worries. All right, Lori. So remember, clues to get them where they need to go. All right, there's your press score, Brett. Take it away.
How's it going, everyone? Thank you for coming. Is there any questions, by the way? I'm willing to answer them.
Hi.
Yes, you.
Hi. Yes. Tricks are for kids from Tiger Beat. I'm just so excited to be here. But so were you like totally just full of energy from drinking coffee all the time?
Oh yeah, it's coffee. I love my caffeine. I'm basically addicted to it, so I drink that all the time. Yeah, that's the only source of energy for me.
Was that a central perk of the job?
Yeah. Me and my friends, we just, we tend to go there.
I've got a question.
Yeah, we tend to go to a place called the Central Perk actually and get energized ourselves. The specific friends, I mean, we'll find out.
Okay, I've got a question.
Yes, you.
That hairstyle you have is just like on point. It looks like so trendy, like everybody's gonna want it. Where do you get your hair done?
Just anyone that's willing to give me a haircut, really. Just I trust everyone in New York. Yeah, everyone's pretty talented. I got this nice thing going on. It's pretty shortish / longish, but it's made for guys and girls. Yeah, unisex.
That's pretty cool.
Yes.
I actually have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, it's me, Johnny Rockets from the restaurant.
Hi, Johnny.
So I've been doing a lot of research in the market, and minimum wage for coffee house workers has not risen in the past 20 years.
I know. I hate my boss Gunther. He's not really paying me well, and I heard he has a crush on me too. So yeah, it's just hard being Rachel. So trendy. And I need to get more pay for sure.
I just have just a question. I know we're just like bombarding you with questions, and I really don't want to put you through the third degree again, but I understand that you're quite the specialist.
Yeah, I am the specialist of burning things for sure. And also other things too. It's I'm a jack of all trades, you could say. But yeah, definitely a specialist.
Yeah. Well, it's me, Johnny Rockets again.
Hi, Johnny.
It's nice to be recognized by Rachel from Friends, but I've been hearing some rumors that you've been pretty sour to some people. You've been a little bit bitter online, and I want to know what that's all about.
People just tend to get on my last nerves. It's just I'm like a Sour Patch Kid. Just sometimes I'm sour, sometimes I'm sweet. But yeah, people would also compare me to a lemon.
We miss sweet Rachel.
You'll get her. You'll get some doses of sweet Rachel. Don't worry. Thank you again, Johnny. Any other questions?
So yes. I mean, I'm sure you've got your colleagues. Although you're the first one that I've heard that has this particular focus. But you consider your colleagues your buds?
Yeah, I would consider them my buds. I would call them my best buds. We have an inside joke. I call them my taste buds. You know, just they're just so close to me, and yeah, I just I
Well,
taste testing stuff
I
is
have
one of our things. Yeah, Johnny, what's up?
a question from Johnny Rockets from the restaurant.
Hi, Johnny.
Where did you find the time to go to medical school? Weren't you on Friends the whole time?
Well, yeah, Friends was my full time, but just the other thing is my part time. Just being like kind of like in the dental field. I did other stuff other than that. It wasn't just dental stuff. Uh, yeah, just
So
I just like yes.
I'm sorry, just I don't mean to interrupt, but do you find that like, do people compliment you on how you operate?
People, yeah, just being a surgeon and all, just it's just one of my. I just wanted to flex real quick about me being a surgeon, just being a doctor, really, just overall. Uh,
Are you trying to be overall? I thought you were just one really specific kind.
yeah,
And this was the first.
I'm an overall doctor, but just you know, stuff that deals with taste buds and me being a dentist just is just totally out of the question. I would never be a dentist ever. Just never. Just but being a doctor that deals with taste buds.
Yeah, we're gonna give it to you there.
Okay.
Congratulations, Rachel from Friends, for being a doctor of taste.
Yeah.
Good job, Lori. Thank you very much for that help. All right, folks. So we're going to move into our next game. Some doctors out there do a lot of things, and some of them help us have kids. And I one day were one of those kids, and right now I'm going to be one of those kids in a game we like to call Because I Said So. The way this game works is that I, being a small child, I'm going to ask that famous question that every child asks their parents, why? And it is the parents' job to go ahead and answer that question and appease me as the child. But if they can't come up with what to say, or they say something confusing to a child, or I just don't like their answer, I'm going to fire my parent and get a new parent, and that's going to continue through until whoever can answer the best question. So if you were ever a parent in your life, it's a good place to play this particular game. So I have my team that's going to play this. I can take up to 3 people that want to play this. It looks like I've got Corey playing, and I've got somebody here asking a question. Anyone else? All right, last call. So our current order, while somebody gets Corey on there, is going to be Mallory, then John, then Corey, then Brett, Audrey, Amy, and Tim. So let's get this started. Mallory and John, you're there. I can see one of the questions already to get us started. So can I ask Mallory and John, my parents, I'll start with Mallory. Why can't I climb a ladder?
Because we don't want you to fall.
Why?
Because if you did, you could potentially break all of your bones.
Why?
Because it's really high up and gravity will pull you back to the earth.
Why?
Because it's an essential force of nature.
What's a force of nature?
Force of nature is a very powerful thing you can't see, but it's natural. It's from the planet.
Yeah, no, there was so many words used in the definition. I'm sorry, you're gone, Mallory. Okay, I got rid of you, and I have John and Corey as my parents.
I'm here.
John, can you please explain what's important about science?
It explains how the world works.
Why?
Well, the way the world works is science is all over the place, and it's good to learn.
Why?
Because if you have at least even a basic understanding of science, it can help you understand why certain things cannot be changed.
Why can't I change?
Because you're a normal person, and the way change is supposed to happen, but it's not really supposed to happen.
I'm not a normal person. I'm a small child.
Ow.
So
Bye,
Corey,
son.
Corey and Brett.
Oh, wait.
When?
Oh, silly. I'm silly.
No, sorry, not Corey and Brett. Sorry, John and Brett. I got confused. I'm a small child. That happens. Okay, so John and Brett. John, when am I going to get older?
Next on your birthday.
On my next birthday? Why my next birthday?
Because your next birthday is just another celebration of you being born into this special world.
Why do we celebrate like that?
Because it comes in a pattern of years. It's a pattern.
What is a pattern of years?
Pattern of years is kind of like, imagine like a quilt, but like with years.
We're gonna get a quilt of years.
When we're gonna because
where?
Oh, where? From the Quilt Years store.
Oh, it's such a cheap answer. It was so deep. A quilt of years. That was a really deep thing. Fire, Daddy. All right, Brett and Audrey. A quilt of years is deep and keeps me warm. What should I be afraid of, Brett?
You should be afraid of caterpillars under your bed.
Oh, why?
Because they turn into moths.
Why?
Because they have the urge to change and scare people for making fun of them for being caterpillars.
Oh, why people make fun of caterpillars?
Because they did badly in math class.
Why?
Because they can't comprehend numbers like us normal humans can.
That's mean. That's going to make them turn into moths. It's because they're segmented. You should know that, Brett. Bye, Brett. Okay. Audrey and Amy. Okay. What is the most important, Audrey, what's the most important segment of my life going to be?
It's going to be the years between 16 and 75.
Ooh, why?
Because that's when you're able to drive.
Why?
Because we only give licenses to people who pass the test.
Why?
Because it's a very dangerous thing to be operating a motor vehicle.
Why?
Because of all the spikes on the road.
Why?
Because they control the speed.
How do spikes control speed?
They yell at you and say, "Hey, slow down."
Why?
Because they need to do something with their operatic voices.
Yeah, doing something is like giving them an excuse. Bye, Amy. Tim, Audrey and Tim. Okay. Who's the doctor, Audrey?
He is the man who travels by police box.
Ooh, why?
Because the police car is at the shop.
Ooh, why is it at the shop?
Because it needs to buy some new clothes.
Why?
Because the new uniform wasn't working out. They wanted to go with something a little bit more fashionable.
Why?
Because lace is in season.
Ooh, why?
Because you can't season a police car correctly without the lace.
Why?
Because it needs to be presentable to the public.
Ooh, why?
Because last time we wore shoes, it was Velcro, it wasn't very professional, so you have to use laces instead.
Why doesn't the Velcro attach to the spikes in the road?
Because it's actually made out of Jell-O.
Why?
Jello is more flavorful than pudding.
Why?
Because it has lots of vanilla in it.
Why?
Vanilla adds the extra impact physics that keep it from jelloing.
Okay, I'm a fourth grader. We're talking about Jell-O pudding and vanilla, and you just like went there. Audrey's the best parent ever. End scene. All right, so hopefully now you know how children operate inside the brain. and realize that I am a small child. Okay, so folks, again, if you're really enjoying this evening's performance, you're having a great time, and you're able to donate, we always appreciate a donation right here at the Venmo account or through our PayPal account. So please go ahead and do that if you can. And if you're not able to right now, you can also just sit back and enjoy the show because it is free out here. If you're watching on YouTube, a year from now, these accounts should still be active. So feel free to make a donation. Maybe you're watching this sometime in the future. It's 2020 whatever. Speaking of the future, next week it's our birthday, our 12th birthday. So make sure you come out to our birthday show. We're turning 12. What? That's crazy. We've been around for a long time. And again, if you're watching this in 3 years, we'll be 15 and so on and so forth. But you can still donate at one of those links. Okay, cool. So moving right along from that, as I change background on my screen, because that makes it easier. We're going to play a game called Questions. Now, much like the other game, people are going to be taking it one turn at a time. But the scene they have between the two people, they must ask only questions. That's the only way they can speak. So if they say a statement or they repeat a question or they ask a question that doesn't really help move along the scene, like, what did you say? Then I might get rid of them. And if I get rid of them, the next person comes up and then continue that scene of questioning. So is there anybody who is there anyone who would like to play questions? If you can, go ahead and put the information down there in the chat. Cool. Not seeing anybody jump right forward to that. And again, out in YouTube land, if you want to play, you can just jump on our website, jump into the Zoom situation. So we're going to go ahead and play this game. We're going to start us off with, again, Mallory and John. In the chat, please give me a character from Doctor Who or a creature from Doctor Who that you'd like to help us get moving in this scene. Now, we won't use it literally, but somehow that's going to inspire us. So anything from Doctor Who. Okay, so I've got the word missy in there. So I'm going to say, John and Mallory, you miss each other. You finally run into each other. It's been so long. You've been missing each other. So let's start the scene off like that, shall we?
How long has it been?
At least I have no idea how long it's been.
That's a statement.
Statement. I know.
A statement.
I forget how to play this game sometimes. I'm going to go away now.
Go away now. John actually realized he was saying that to the wrong person. He got confused, and it was actually Brett who he turned around and realized, I haven't seen you in a long time. This happens all the time. Let's see how that goes.
Isn't it about time that I stop doing this?
Do you think there's any other time to stop?
How many times am I going to make this mistake?
Can you just give me a hug?
Are you approving of that?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Oh, that is clearly a statement. So John was feeling very lost. So he actually went to a new place that had been invented called the Hug Factory. And Audrey was the foreman for the Hug Factory and was dealing with a union dispute. And John came just looking for the best hug he could find.
Can you tell me where the Care Bear section is?
Which kind of bear do you want?
Do you have the blue sparkly one?
Didn't you read in the paper that we ran out of those last week?
Didn't you send a newsletter via email?
You still subscribe to the newsletter?
Why don't you make it a bit more frequent?
Are you the one person who still subscribes to newsletters?
Why can't I subscribe to newsletters?
Oh, no. We're just saying the same thing. John, unfortunately, you're gone. Audrey, having to deal with that whole situation, decided to go in to and start dealing with the union rep as the foreman. And we're actually not discussing the union dispute, but we're discussing the fact that they didn't have a great night last night because they were actually married to each other. That's Audrey and Amy. Let's see that scene.
Aren't you supposed to move to the couch?
Did you know that our couch is actually just made out of extra Care Bears from the factory?
Is that what we stuffed it with?
How am I supposed to sleep when Grumpy Bear keeps saying, "Get off of my cloud"?
Is that why I like the Share Bear side of the bed?
Do you have any more melatonin?
Is that your favorite group?
Yes, it is.
All right. So Amy decided to go back to her union team, but unfortunately, this was only a factory of 2 people, so the team was just one other worker. And so Amy and Tim, they decided that they needed to have a deep conversation about how they were going to save the factory.
Could you hand me that fork over there?
Do you need that to fix the company?
Do you ever look at the instructions?
There were instructions for this?
You don't read too much, do you?
Was I supposed to finish the hook on phonics course?
Why are you my manager?
Do you know who I know?
And see. Do you know who I know? Perfect. A well set thread from the missing people that we have to the people that we know and get us the jobs we need. All right, folks, we're going to move on to another scene now. This particular game is called Catchphrase. And what's really nice about this game is if you're really concerned about volunteering for improv, because you never know what to say, this is going to be a game for you because we're actually going to tell you the only 2 things that you can say. We're going to give you a statement and we're going to give you a question. And you can't say anything else other than that statement and that question. No adding to it and changing. Maybe you could change the inflection, but those are the only 2 things you have. And then through that, we're going to see a scene that's going to be done because Tim's going to be playing and he can say anything he wants. But Mallory and one of you will have your catchphrases. So if anybody wants to play, go ahead and put that. Corey would like to give it a try. So somebody unmute Corey. Now, I want to get some phrases and things. What is a simple 3 to 5 word statement or question you hear in Doctor Who? So go ahead and put those down in the chat feature. And while you're at it, a statement and question you might hear from a Disney character. Again, 3 to 5 words or so. And finally, a singer you hear from Harry Potter. So we'll get a whole collection of those and we'll see what we'll come up with. So go ahead and write those in the chat. And while we're doing that, waiting for those there. Corey, you there?
Yes, sir.
Go ahead and drop some of those in there. Remember, your suggestions are what we force these people to say. All right. So, looking at this situation, Corey.
Yeah.
Your question is going to be, what are you doing?
Okay.
All right. And your statement's going to be what I got from YouTube out there is, I'm like an owl.
I'm like an owl.
Okay. So what's your statement?
I forgot, what was it again?
Your statement, what is it? It's I'm like an owl.
Oh, I'm like an owl. Thank you.
Right. And your question?
What are you doing? Which is also a BYOI game too.
Yes. Thank you. Yes. All right. And Mallory, we're going to give you, it's bigger on the inside.
Mm-hmm.
And what time is the parade?
Okay.
Okay. And actually, Tim, this entire scene happens at a bird sanctuary.
Gotcha.
Okay. So the 3 of you are employees at the bird sanctuary. You work together for years. So once again, recap. Corey, your statement.
I'm like an owl.
And your question.
What are you doing?
And Mallory, your statement.
It's bigger on the inside.
And your question.
What time is the parade?
Let's see this scene, folks.
All right, guys. Got a problem here today. We we accidentally left the door open, and turkeys are now inside the bird sanctuary. This is gonna mess up our Thanksgiving Day schedule, so we're gonna have to catch all the turkeys and get them outside.
It's bigger on the inside.
Yeah. Well, we were definitely looking for some space because the birds have to fly. Waterfall, all that stuff.
I'm like an owl.
Yeah, we got some owls here too. I'm glad you're liking that, but we need to focus on our main problem. You see that? Oh, he just ran away.
What are you doing?
Well, putting the plan together, we need to get the plan together.
It's bigger on the inside.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, I need you to look all around. So you got the right idea. You got the right idea.
I'm like an owl.
You're like, you use that eyesight. Okay. Can you take the southwest corridor over there? Just yell to me if you got any problems, all right? You see anything?
What are you doing?
Okay. I'm just checking the northwest corridor. We're just getting all the corners. Got to separate the turkeys from the birds. Okay.
What time is the parade?
That's the schedule with the Thanksgiving Day thing. We got to get all the turkeys out so we can get the dinner. But the parade I think starts 4 p.m. Oh God! Oh no! Oh, they're congregating. Hey, Mallory, I need you to go over there and just check one of those turkeys out.
It's bigger on the inside.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh,
it's bigger on the inside.
Run, Corey, get out of here.
What are you doing?
We're regrouping at the northwest corner. Okay. It's take a left. Take a left over there.
I'm like an owl.
Okay. Use your owl eyes. See what the turkeys are doing. I'm gonna grab the net. Okay. All right. Here, Corey, take the net. Perfect. Can you throw the net on the turkeys?
It's bigger on the inside.
It is. Oh, yeah. See, that's why we're care. Mallory, can you take the net off, please? Okay.
And Steve. Obviously, if you're going to net yourself, that's a net loss. And yes, Audrey is correct. Tim, a turkey is a bird, but that's a good point. All right, Corey, great job there. All right, folks, we've come to our last game of the 7 o'clock show. Aww. But if you're interested, you can always come back for our 9 o'clock show, which is more of a PG-13, not as family friendly. So Lori will be able to give the suggestion that she didn't want to say earlier. All right, Lori, we're going to play a game called Debate Club. So I'm going to find you real quick. And what we want to do, Lori, is ask you what from this evening did you not see enough of from your interview, or did you see one of the games that we played, one of the scenes that happened that you want to learn more about?
Okay, let's see. I think the music. You didn't mention sticks, I don't think, at all.
Oh, you're right. Let's bring out the sticks. All right, thank you, Lori, so much. That's going to start our inspiration for our debate club. So I'm going to pull up the screen where I've got all of our participants in there. All right, folks. We're talking about music. We're talking about the sticks. Who would like to start this debate club? Tim, go ahead.
So when I'm creating percussive material for music and stuff, I generally like to use drumsticks, not just regular sticks, because they don't really work and they're not always as
Challenge.
Yes, Audrey.
Drumsticks are for Renaissance fairs.
I accept. Please explain.
A lot of musicians come through our Renaissance fair and try to take our drumsticks to use it to hit their whatever instruments, but actually they're for eating. You use them to nourish your body. You consume
Challenge.
it. Challenge.
Yes, Mallory.
You don't eat the drumstick, you eat the turkey on the drumstick.
Oh, I accept. Please explain.
All right. So if you were to sit down and eat a giant turkey leg, or really any bird with that kind of drumstick, you wouldn't want to eat the bone because that's too much calcium. Also, it would get pretty sharp because a lot of those turkey legs are pretty brittle and you can just snap them in half.
Challenge.
Yes, Amy.
Yeah, if you fed the turkeys more vitamin D, they wouldn't have such brittle bones.
I accept. Please explain.
Because you really want to make sure that your turkeys take a full multivitamin supplement every morning. I like to feed mine the Flintstones chewables. They
Yes, Brett.
Turkeys need vitamin D. They don't take pills. They just eat stuff that begin with the letter D.
Oh, I accept. Please tell us about things that begin with the letter D.
Yeah, you got dinosaurs. Turkeys can eat dinosaurs. They're extinct, but you can totally just eat the fossils. The fossils ends with begins with an X.
Challenge.
Yeah.
Yes, Tim.
Yeah, you're fooling yourself if you think a turkey can eat fossils.
Oh, no, I think it can. I think it can. And I want to hear Brett mention more things that begin with the letter D. Go ahead, Brett.
Dam, as in beaver dam. Dental floss. Dexter.
Challenge.
John.
We're not playing alphabet.
You're right, but I still want to hear Brett name more things with D that turkeys can eat.
Challenge.
Yes, Tim.
Mint flavored dental floss is not edible.
I accept. Please explain.
See, the problem with you think something tastes fun like super glue, Elmer's, toothpaste, stuff like that. It's not actually meant to be edible. You're not supposed to.
challenge.
Amy.
Paste is meant to be edible, but Elmer's glue is not meant to be edible. You're supposed to put it on your fingers, let it dry, and then peel it off.
Oh, yes, I remember. Please explain.
Because it gives you that weird tingly sensation when it pulls it off, and then you realize that when you get older, women pay an awful lot to have paraffin wax treatments that do the same damn thing.
Challenge.
Yes, Tim.
You can peel your skin off by just washing your hands within 20 seconds.
Yeah, no, I don't want to talk about peeling your skin off. I'm going to go back to Amy.
Yeah.
And then other fun things you can do is you can take Scotch tape and put it on your finger, then peel it off and get your fingerprint. And you can get the scenty Mr. Sketch markers. Is the cherry one smells really good. The licorice one is gross.
Yes, Tim.
The cherry one doesn't smell really good.
I accept. John, explain why the cherry one doesn't smell as good.
Because it's the black cherry kind, and black cherries have a much deeper scent, and it's really strong and can get really pungent, especially if it's left outside too long in the hot sun. So it needs to be a maraschino cherry because those are far sweeter. And so you really need to make sure the right cherry scent is going into your...
Yes, Audrey.
You can't have a maraschino cherry without a sundae.
I accept. Please explain. There's 30 seconds left.
Well, if you try to eat a maraschino cherry, a banana split will spontaneously appear underneath it, which is why...
Challenge.
Yes, Mallory.
You can also have maraschino cherries in Shirley Temples.
Ooh, I accept. Please explain.
All right, so Shirley Temples are an absolutely amazing non-alcoholic beverage for children.
Challenge.
Audrey.
Shirley Temple is an actress.
I accept. You got 20 seconds. Please explain.
Shirley Temple was an actress in the 1930s, best known for
Challenge.
Princess.
Yes, Tim.
Surely everyone knows that a temple is actually a house of worship.
I accept. Please explain.
So one of the things with houses of worship, it could be temples, it could be places of spirituality. You could have a mosque. You could have a...
Challenge.
Mallory.
Surely you can't be serious about this.
I accept. Please explain.
All right, so Airplane, absolutely amazing movie, has a ton of puns. Surely you can't be serious. I am serious, and don't call me Shirley.
Shirley Temple was not in Airplane.
I accept. Please explain.
She wasn't around for that. Sorry.
Challenge.
John.
Airplanes were just starting to be a thing when Shirley Temple was alive, so technically she was around for it.
I accept. Surely you know what that means. Go ahead, John.
Surely everyone knows that airplanes were invented around the 1930s by the Wright brothers, who discovered...
Challenge.
Amy.
It was a bit earlier than that, and two rights don't make it wrong.
Okay, but unfortunately, sentences don't begin with the word Shirley. John, keep going. You got 10 seconds left.
Airplanes are really fun because you can be in the sky for a long time and see the clouds and the sun, and it's
Challenge.
Amy.
Yeah, I've flown to Japan and Australia. You can be in the air for far too long a time.
That is an amazing point, but it still did not begin with the word Shirley. Go ahead,
Challenge.
Brett.
Shirley, I flew over Japan.
Please explain.
Yeah, Japan was cool. And then when I went
Challenge.
to Tokyo.
Yes, Tim.
Sometimes Japan may be hot.
Tim, how come you haven't figured out the rules of this game? Brett, keep going.
Surely I went to Tokyo just chilling, and I saw a lot of anime stuff, and I was like so happy. And
Challenge.
Amy.
Surely press-on nails are good for anime characters.
I accept 5 seconds.
But really, Shirley Temple was actually around for the movie Airplane. She was just busy being a political figure at that time.
Challenge.
Tim.
Surly actors in Airplane were probably more talented than Shirley Temple at the time.
Please explain. You got 3 seconds.
Well, a surly actor sometimes can be angry. They can be testy. They can be like, "Meh, I'm really mad about something," but that brings out their emotion.
Unfortunately, though, Brett has to name 3 more things that begin with the letter D.
The dumb and durable and Daniel.
And C. All right. Thanks so much. Guys, we're glad to keep seeing you week after week. Really appreciate it. Whether you're one of our regulars or soon to become one of our regulars, we will be here and we hope to see you here too. Couple of things, if you're like, wow, I love this much improv and I'd like to see more, we actually can do birthday parties and company events in this format. We'll host a live Zoom. Everybody can come in. You can have a great time with either your family, your friends, or your company. Definitely a great mood booster. If everybody's been stuck at home working together, you come together and play. The best way for us to have more people checking this out is through word of mouth. Please tell your friends, tell everybody you know if you really enjoyed this show, so we can see more and more people here, either watching through our online or right here in the Zoom room. If you are watching through YouTube, once again, please like and subscribe if you haven't. That really helps us out and kind of boosts so that we can get our word out there as well. Lori, we want to thank you so much for being our fam and giving us such great suggestions that had a treasure trove of different places that we could go. And of course, this show, we've got to thank this fantastic cast. Let me give you one more time and a shout out with them. Let's give you Mallory.
Hey, that's me.
John.
I'm like an owl.
Brett.
So long from me, Anthony Michael Scott Hall.
Audrey.
Johnny Rocket loves Rachel from Friends.
Amy.
Like, oh my God, it's like so totally awesome. Like, for sure.
And Tim.
So waiting to get the turkeys out of the sanctuary.
And here we go.
And see.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.